2. Season 2.
We're back!
Season 2.
And we're back!
And we're peaking. Season 2 and we're peaking. Oh, that was it? I thought it was...
We're living in a society.
Thank you. Well, welcome back to the Black Hole.
Season 2.
Season 2.
The people... We have some changes here.
We have a few changes, as you might have noticed.
Well, actually, before we go into it, why Season 2? Why should there even be a Season 2? Well, the people spoke.
Yeah, they spoke. They wrote in. It's
a hit.
Yeah.
Show
people love it.
The show is a hit.
And the only...
Didn't we have like 4 downloads in Vietnam or something?
Oh, yeah, we're big. We're big in Vietnam.
Yeah. Hopefully on the right side. You know what I mean? Is it still split?
I don't know what you mean.
Is it still split north and south?
North and south.
Or is
Vietnam?
that like a 60s thing?
I think that's
I actually have no idea.
I think you're thinking of Korea.
Well, we have a new member.
Yeah, he's the only one.
Oh, hold on. So before we get into it, again, you need no introduction. So introduce yourself.
Let me speak a little on.
Shh, we're not to that yet.
Yes,
we have to do our own.
Hold your horses. All right. Well, this is the Black Hole Season 2, a sequel podcast that will continue the voyage into the minds and hearts of the masses.
Yes.
Through us, the 2 thought experts.
Yes.
Sancho sdbayleaf.
That's you.
And
Doggy Boy J.
That's you.
That is me.
We have returned to stir the pot on your core beliefs and make you go, on second thought. Because this is the second season.
Yeah, that's true. Good point. This is like an ad read for ourselves. This has the energy of an ad read, except you wrote this for the show that we're doing.
I take that as a compliment. This season we'll introduce our listeners to Lil Mid. He's the only one that wrote into us that had something else to say rather than just sexually violent things.
Wait, what?
Like he wanted a job. He wanted to actually participate.
What Sancho sdbayleaf is trying to say is that we hired a new sound expert or listening expert, if you will. Sound generation and listening expert.
You know, he's not quite to thought expert status, but
he's a listening expert, not a thought expert.
Yeah, we will get him there. We'll get him there.
Lil Mid, you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, come by the mic.
My name is Jeff.
Come on. Come on.
Yeah, this guy's doing his job well. He's getting a raise.
So he introduces himself with a 21 Jump Street soundbite. That's a good start.
I thought that was 22.
Oh, is that 22 Jump Street? I didn't know there was 22 of these fucking movies. Jesus.
Yeah, it's like a James Bond franchise.
Yeah, except there's 22 of them. Lil Mid's got something to say.
Yo, what up? I'm Lil Mid.
Oh.
we told you not to do a voice.
yeah.
What? This is how I talk.
All right.
Sorry.
Well,
I ruined it.
No, you didn't ruin it. That'll be for the other listeners to decide.
Yeah, only the Patreon subscribers are gonna hear Lil Mid doing that voice.
Fuck, that reminds me. I have to start up a Patreon so we can start getting paid and also releasing the unedited versions.
Who even is Treon, and why are we supposed to give him our money?
I just remember Skittles stock plummeting after that.
I just died.
Where'd you go?
I don't know. Which? I like that one. I didn't know you would have that. Is
that a Dark Souls?
You can't play video game sounds because then I'm just gonna in my mind start playing the video games in my head, and it's gonna be video games. Yeah, all right.
Where do you think you go when you die?
Where do I think I go when I die?
Yeah.
An unmarked grave. Out in the scraggly woods.
I would want to be reincarnated, but I want to come back as a ghost.
You want to be reincarnated as a ghost?
Yeah.
I think you're mixing up mythologies here, man.
But I want to come back as the ghost of Bill Cosby.
Oh, why?
At this time, he's still alive, But I want to be like Cosby the Friendly Ghost.
You could be like the ghost of his milky eye.
the non-rapey one.
Yeah,
That's why.
that as soon as he started raping people, that eye was like, I'm out of here.
Guys, this is what dying is.
Oh man, that eye was just like, I can't put up with this shit. I'm out.
Yeah, I want to be that ghost, and I want to rock people to sleep, and they'll wake up in their own bed, wearing their own clothes.
No swapperoos here.
No.
All right,
Not
so the intro.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
All right, so Lil Mid, is there anything else you want to say as we're still rolling out the intro to season 2 of The Black Hole?
Thanks for having me.
Oh, okay. Just sincerity. That's nice.
All right. So as I continue with this read, keep listening as the bailiff and the boy
The Bayleaf and the Boy.
continue to be thoughtful for themselves and outthink not only so-called scientists and doctors, but the internet and technology.
And for the listeners at home, there were a lot of air quotes.
Yes.
A lot of air quotes in that last statement.
Yeah, and, I'll let you decide where I put the air quotes, but I think I made it clear.
Running time, usually Saturdays at about 2 p.m.
Is that when
I
this
go
is gonna be-
jogging. Good. Not funny. All right, so that's it. That's all we have to say. Season 2, episode 1.
So what's the topic for today?
The topic for today? Oh, I'll tell you what the topic for today is.
What is
The topic for today is, because we're back for the second time, I thought for the first time, the topic could be time. Time. Yeah, time.
Rewind time.
Yeah, yes. It's time. You can rewind time. Well, not really. You can rewind time. You can fast forward time. Or in like movies. Or like... No, I was going to say only on VHS, but you can definitely rewind and fast forward on other formats other than VHS.
Yeah, that'll be rewinding and fast forwarding the running time.
So, wait, what were you going with that? Running time? Fast forward the running time? What does that even mean?
The running time of whatever you're watching. You rewind it, fast forward it. But anyway, I digress.
Top of the show announcement.
Lil Mid, brand new addition
I know we've already talked about it.
to
a
the
little
hole. Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit of Lil Mid.
bit. Welcome to our black hole.
He-
Welcome to our black hole.
Yeah, since we didn't have enough hands to play sound bites at appropriate moments,
Yeah, we leaned pretty hard on a couple specific YouTube videos in the entire last season.
and we might even lean hard on them this season.
Whoa.
But
We gotta stop laughing at the sound bites. It's ruined the whole pacing of the show.
yeah, it's alright. I'll take it out in post,
Okay.
maybe. But yeah, I was thinking since we got on the topic of what
Time.
happens when we die.
Episode
and
1 time.
yeah,
Everyone's time is limited.
yeah,
No one has unlimited time.
yeah, infinite amount of time, right?
You know what's interesting is like how... Oh, I guess it's not that interesting. I was gonna say, like, imagine like there being no time yet, and you're like, we should come up with some way to track shit. But then I realized that all it is just, it's like, you can see the sun doing this,
Yeah,
and the moon doing something else, and
Yeah.
then we just base it on that.
I base it
So
on
it's-
whenever I fall asleep and whenever I wake up.
You base time.
Mm-hmm.
I bet your job doesn't base the time on whenever you go to sleep and wake up.
No, it doesn't.
What is your job based time on?
My job based time on 9 to 5. That's that's when I check in and that's when I check out. I
didn't even know 9 to 5 was still a thing until you got an actual 9 to 5 job. I didn't think those existed anymore.
I just thought it was a Dolly Parton song.
Is that a
movie.
Dolly Parton song?
Yeah,
9 to 5?
Yeah, it's a movie also.
What does she do? What's her 9 to 5 job in that film?
Um,
Does she have a 9 to 5 job?
I've
in that
never
film?
seen the film, but I could tell you exactly what it's about.
Oh, it's about having big old tits.
That's exactly what I was going to say. God damn. This is a sign of good things to come because we are very in tune. Dolly Parton did have big old knockers.
You know, I've actually heard that's the plot of every Dolly Parton film and album.
big old knockers.
Yeah, big old swinging knockers.
Yeah. Were they weird? Are they real?
They can't be.
They can't be, right?
They can't be.
Yeah.
I think she's done a really so Dolly Parton's done a really good job of presenting herself so wholesomely that nobody wants to like go after her from that angle of like oh, she's gotten so much plastic surgery. Or, you know what I mean? Nobody wants. It's like Mr. Rogers. Nobody wanted to go after Mr. Rogers for anything. Well, to be fair, he didn't have anything.
Well, Mr. Rogers didn't have
really
a big ass bulge in his pants.
Imagine if Mr. Rogers was coming out in the kids show every day, and he's so wholesome, but he just has this massive hog, just like tucked down like the left pant leg of his slacks. But he was like such a gentleman and so good with the kids that he always stood with like his right leg closer to the kids' heads. Like he always kept the pant leg with the hog tucked down, like angled away from the child.
He was very considerate of where his hog was.
Yeah, it was like the anti-Jimmy Savile. Yeah. That guy was always orienting his hog towards the children.
We should have known.
Yeah.
It was like a fucking compass for sexual assault.
Yeah. Strangely, compass is the two things my wiener does.
Oh my god. That's so fucking good.
Yeah, I don't know. It just came to me.
Came?
Man, the word cum is something. Oh, I don't know. What was that?
It sounded like a queef to me.
Yeah, depending on. Anywho.
Yeah.
All right. So, we have a lot to talk about. We can't be talking about cum and piss.
Yeah, that's just uncouth.
And how Mr. Rogers is superior to Jimmy Savile in every way.
He's superior to, I think, 99% of humans.
Dang.
He is one of the most pure people, and I think we should all strive to be like him.
So, here's an interesting thing, folks, is the first topic of today, for this episode 1 time.
It's time to stop.
The first topic is, you wrote down here third time's a charm, but this is the second season of the show. So I find it really odd that you made a note of the saying third time. Why did you write third time's a charm on this card, Sancho?
I wanna curb expectations.
Are you setting up a season 3? As in the season's gonna suck, so just wait for season 3.
Yeah, just wait.
Yeah.
You know, we're building. We're still young. We're still in the fetal phase of this this journey into the black hole, and I want the listeners to know that we will get better. There are some amazing things in the canon that we are currently working on, and just stay tuned. Curb your expectations and enthusiasm. No soundbite for that?
I had it, but I thought you were gonna say it. You weren't gonna say it,
Okay.
So I.
A little bit. Take away his raise. Take away.
But okay. So this is all right. You're explaining why you wrote third time's a charm down on this card.
Well, I had one bowl of Lucky Charms. It was aight. Had a second bowl of Lucky Charms. Not as good, you know. Didn't have as much marshmallows in it.
Okay.
And then the third bowl happened to be the last bowl.
It was all marshmallows.
It had that powdery shit in it. And I was running out of milk at the time.
Okay.
So the powder kind of congealed the milk into like kind of a paste.
It became like a milk bar
And
item.
I must say, it was amazing. And the third season of The Black Hole will be a congealed milk Lucky Charm combo.
What? Okay, a little late on the Curb Your Enthusiasm. So you wrote down third time's a charm, but specifically you're saying third time's a charm with bowls of Lucky Charms cereal. Mm-hmm. So that's how you specifically use that saying.
When I was
bowls of Lucky Charms cereal. Lucky Charms aren't interesting, Sancho.
What, tricks? Are you a tricks guy?
No, but we're here.
Fucking no marshmallows
we're here
and tricks.
to talk about time.
Okay.
And you're talking about bowls of Lucky Charms and wish-washing around with a way to connect that to the concept of time. Let's just get right down to the
time.
brass tacks of time. Some of these might even be made with brass tacks, as far as I know.
Oh,
Talk about the things that give us time, where time comes from. Let's talk about the real heart of today's episode, clocks.
oh, yes.
What would you do with... Okay. here's
There
the
are
real question.
arbiters of time.
Whoa, all right. Let's just say... All right, Sancho, walk me through your life.
I almost...
Yeah,
I
before
almost
you
said
say
something.
anything, walk me through your life without clocks. What would a day in Sancho sdbayleaf's life without clocks look like?
I would wake
I
up.
said clocks, not cocks.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't wake up. Because I have no clock to tell me the time to wake up.
Okay, so start off, you don't wake up. All right, what
I
else happens that day?
I
Is that it? I just didn't wake up that day.
die.
night, girl. I'll see you tomorrow.
What? What was that? But wouldn't that be?
Good morning.
Oh, okay, good morning.
Oh,
It's relevant.
wouldn't that be hellish to like live like just 1 second for the rest of your life?
Would that be hellish to live 1 second? What does that do with the clocks?
Well, clocks tell seconds.
You know what? You know what's funny? That's true. You know what's funny is that my initial reaction, it's a good question, my initial reaction to the question of wouldn't it be hellish to relive a second for the rest of your life was it depends on what happened that second. But then after thinking about it more, I don't think it matters what happens that second. I think it would suck no matter what
Exactly.
happened that second.
Yeah.
Like even if it was like the second of the most intense orgasm of your life, just being stuck in that constant thing. Yeah, no, that's bad.
Yeah, because they say an orgasm is equivalent to a heroin high.
If some who says that? Heroin addicts? Philip Seymour Hoffman, did he say that?
He made a good case for taking heroin, in my opinion.
Well,
But don't
yeah.
do drugs, people. We're not here to convince you to come endlessly or inject heroin.
Okay, but let's go back. So even if
Smoke weed every day. Smoke weed every day.
yeah, instead of doing heroin, that's exactly correct. One's legal, and it ain't heroin. All right, so
But what if you're a like female hero?
you know, there's like a heroin. Oh man, I was gonna make the same joke but better. I was gonna say, but there is a real heroin epidemic, right? Have you seen Wonder Woman? I was gonna do it with a little more nuance.
Oh,
But,
well, I had to beat you to
neither
it,
of them
so
are
it's
funny,
like,
so
you
it's
know,
fine.
Yeah.
But no. All right. So like, let's go back to your question. It's a good question, especially because it's related to time.
Mm-hmm.
I guess if you had like some sort of benevolent God that could find the most content second of your entire life, and then that's the second you get to live, it's just the most content you've ever been, just forever. Maybe that could be okay because it's just like mild, you know. Contentment's not like a very intense thing.
Mm-hmm. Like
So just living in an infinite kind of sense of contentment might be kind of nice.
like the second before you fall asleep.
But you would
Like the,
yeah
that would be.
But you would have to
nice.
not be aware that you are stuck in it. You would not. If you were aware that you were trapped, then you wouldn't be able to enjoy it no matter what.
Mm-hmm. You would just
So
have to live
you'd have to take awareness out of it.
it. Ooh, yeah.
In which case, you wouldn't even be able to really enjoy it.
No.
You would be reduced to like the likes of a cockroach, or even worse,
penis roach.
A penis roach, yes. A clock roach.
A clock
Yeah, let's
roach.
get back on. Get back on topic. Here. A clock roach. But you know how like one. Okay, so you know how we're like in this like, because you know how like AI is like replacing a lot of like fundamental human-led elements of the world right now,
Yeah,
right? But then like
jobs and
but automation goes way back to like, you know, the Industrial Revolution of having factories and stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like the job that went from being like the job that I like is emblematic to me of that switch that went from like this extremely hyper specialized mastercraft thing to just we just mass manufacture these. It's no big deal anymore. Is clocks because like timekeeping, like the mechanisms behind clock making used to be like, ridiculously complicated, and then we just had factories do it, and then all of them. Because, you read, like, Dickens novels. I mean, I do. Actually, I don't. I was just a bad joke. I don't even like Dickens. It's not even a good joke to, like, make fun of you for not reading Dickens. Because who the fuck wants to read Dickens? Yeah. It took me over a year to read David Copperfield because it's so boring.
It's amazing that that dude's still alive.
David Copperfield. Oh, the magician. Is he still alive? No, he died.
Did he
I
die?
ain't reading all that.
Didn't, like, a tiger eat him or something?
No, that was Roy from Siegfried and Roy.
Yeah, I don't want to sing. Wait. So one of the Siegfried and Roy guys died. Did the tiger actually eat him? Is that how
he got
died?
mauled by a tiger. I'm not sure if he's dead or not.
Is that actually how he died? Oh, he died?
I don't think he did.
Oh, he did?
No, I don't think he did.
Little Mid, do you know anything about Siegfried and Roy?
Which one's the gay one?
I just know they're two weird dudes with a tiger. Two weird dudes with a tiger. That's all I know.
That's some insightful input.
Okay, this is not the right thing.
Siegfried and Water.
Somehow we landed.
Gunther.
Somehow we got to Nazi Germany trying to find Siegfried and Roy.
Of course. Somehow.
There they are.
For some reason, your web browser always directs you to these places.
Yeah, it's because I have things sorted by things I dislike the most.
Oh. Okay, I didn't know you could sort.
Yeah, I sort
your
by
web browser.
Yeah, that's why it's always giving me Nazis, and it's always giving me Nickelback, and it's always giving me
a loss for words.
It's definitely giving me a loss for words. All right, Siegfried and Roy. Okay, Siegfried Fischbacher. He died. Oh, he just died. Oh, they both died very recently.
Oh, God. They couldn't live without each other.
Yeah.
Scroll. Did you see that? What? Put your...
Over what?
Cursor over...
Oh, my lord.
What's going on here?
There's just Nazis every which way you look. All right. Siegfried died... Okay. All right. Who's Manticore? Oh, here we go. Horn's publicist state. Okay. Oh, it's COVID.
Ah, fuck,
COVID
man.
deaths.
That sucks, man. I was hoping it would be something more exciting, like being.
Oh, okay. No, so sorry. Roy.
There is no such thing as a coincidence.
Roy.
The fact that you're watching is.
Roy died from COVID, and
Siegfried just couldn't live without Roy.
No, Siegfried died from pancreatic cancer, aka Steve Jobs' disease.
More like Steve out of a job.
Have you ever seen those like
You played yourself. Congratulations.
Have you ever seen those crazy French twins that got like insane amount of plastic surgery and they both died of COVID within like 2 weeks of each other or something?
Yeah.
They are the scariest looking people. What are they called?
I always try to erase it from my memory.
They are the Bogdanov twins. They are the scariest looking people. Okay.
Well, like, what did they get famous for? Like, how did they have all this time?
They were TV presenters.
Oh,
they presented like some sort of. They were like Carson Daly type people.
Did they
present, or Nick Cannons or all those people?
They had a science show.
Too.
They had a science
That's
show.
Right.
Like science
That's right.
communicators.
Yeah, they had like PhDs or something. They were like
they had multiple fake PhDs each.
Nice.
Did you ever see that bog.txt video?
No.
It's pretty good. Good YouTube watch.
They are
they look look how normal they did look.
Actually, the scariest looking people on the planet. Okay, here's what I want to know.
Those are doctors.
Here's what I want to know.
Fuck doctors.
Well, I'm gonna go the opposite direction on that. But here's a
make
real
love to doctors.
Yeah, make love to doctors, everybody. No, here's an actual question. All right. So, okay, Siegfried and Roy, one of them died of COVID. Bogdanov twins, both of them died of COVID. What do COVID is a hoax conspiracy theorists say happened to these people?
That's a good question.
Yeah, exactly.
There is no such thing as a coincidence.
Okay, yeah, but if there's no coincidence, what happened?
The government took them out. They were probably getting too much power,
Well, so-
too much.
Because you don't. You don't hear about. Okay, so no, I'm gonna be serious here. You don't hear about the flu wiping out multiple celebrities
No.
in over a flu season.
True.
Like you don't. So it's like okay. So if you're a COVID conspiracy theorist and you're like not at the level of like it actually doesn't exist at all. It's just the flu or whatever. When's the last time the flu wiped out twin television presenters in France and one of the Siegfried and Roy guys and my old boss's grandparents?
Well, there was
The flus didn't
I
wipe
got an
out.
answer for you.
Okay, what's the answer?
There's only one of those types of people, so the flu couldn't wipe them out, and COVID couldn't wipe them out at the same time. So it had to be one or the other. The flu or COVID.
I like turtles.
So if you're saying, wait, hold on. So your point is that if it wasn't COVID, then the flu would have killed them all
Yeah,
at the same time.
If their immune system sucked that much.
How come we don't hear stories about the flu wiping out swaths of celebrities then?
Well, the COVID didn't wipe out Tom Hanks. He had the flu, and he's like probably the celebrity.
Yeah, but you're doing the conspiracy theory thing. Just because one person didn't die from it doesn't mean it's not dangerous.
The flu is dangerous, right?
No, but that's my point. It's not nearly as dangerous as COVID because COVID. Look at its track record. This isn't it either.
So
didn't it kill? Didn't it kill like Michael Douglas or something too?
I think it did.
Yeah, like what? I don't. What's the? I need to debate a conspiracy theorist. What's the conspiracy theorist response to the fact that COVID wiped out a ton of celebrities?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded. Fucking yes.
I wish that was their actual response to it. No. Michael Douglas is still alive. Who am I thinking of? Michael Douglas
Kirk
is still
Douglas.
alive. Oh, am I thinking of Kirk Douglas?
Yeah.
I always get those two confused. Are they related? That was a joke.
No.
Kirk Douglas. I feel like Kirk Douglas should take me to Kirk Douglas. Why do I have to be that accurate?
He was a handsome.
Okay, well, I guess their argument with Kirk Douglas is just he's old. Because he was 103. God damn!
Wow.
That was 20 years before he died!
He's using a book to hold himself up.
Dude, he looked like the Crypt Keeper 20 years before he died! What did he look like when he died?
That was like his pose, I guess. Just like
Holy
hand above his
moly.
chin.
He's the oldest person in the world!
Yeah. It's almost like money could buy you more life.
I mean, it's not almost. Yeah, it is exactly what it is. His cause of death was kept private. I guess it was just speculated that it was COVID.
Well, so and these twin doctors died from COVID. You would think they would take the proper precautions.
No, they were anti-vaxxers.
And they were doctors.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Speaking of doctor, man, like in time, I fucking took your advice and went to some other doctor besides my pediatrician.
You have a pediatrician?
Yeah. You don't. Okay. Well,
Is that a kid doctor?
yeah, and that's the only doctor I usually go to, and she's
Okay.
just been a giant bitch to me lately.
Okay. Probably because she doesn't want you to keep seeing a child doctor.
That's what she says, but like it's just like we had this connection my whole life, and she just she's not with it. But anyway, I was just having this like massive pain in my stomach, and I had to go to a doctor, and I took your advice by seeing another doctor besides my pediatrician. So I went to the hospital. I wasted 13 hours of my life
It's a lot of time.
sitting in the waiting room just to see the doctor for a second, so he could just be like, "Oh, there you
Not
go.
a lot of time.
There you go. You're fine." And I was just like, "Oh yeah, now I'm fine." But I was sitting in the waiting room for 13 hours in pain.
The waiting room cured you.
It didn't cure me. What the doctor did ended up doing cured me.
Saying you're fine.
Well, I showed him where it was hurting. It was my balls. My balls were hurting. He took a look at my balls and he removed this those black binders. those black binders with the metal clips.
Yeah.
The black, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
One of those was attached to my right nut, and
So he took it off.
yeah,
Nut.
yeah. He was like, his mind was blown. He's like, I've never seen anything like this.
She's never seen anything like somebody that clipped something onto their nut.
I didn't clip it onto my nut.
How'd it get there?
It must have been something I ate. Like fried food has been like really like affecting me in the wrong ways.
Fried food got a binder ring clipped to your nuts.
That's the only thing I could think of. The doctor was just at loss for words. He was like, I've never seen anything like this.
I thought he just said you're fine. Your story's changing a lot.
No, he said that's what he said after. He was just like, I've never seen anything like this. He took the clip off my nut. He said, you're fine. And I said, can I have the clip back? And he said, no.
I have doubts about the veracity of this story.
Well, the point is, 13 hours to see a doctor.
Yes.
When
Yes.
I went to a pediatrician.
And you're insured.
She looked at.
You're insured, too. You still had to wait 13 hours.
Yeah. Yeah. My pediatrician would come out right away.
Yeah.
And see me right away.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, what's up, baby? And she'll be like, sir, you got to get out of here. I'm like, but baby. And she's just. She'll see one day that, we're.
Can we rewind for a second? Because remember when both of our stomachs were fucked up really bad, like a few years back,
Oh, yeah.
and everything was making us sick, and we're like, "What is going on?"
Oh, yeah.
I think we're just stupid.
I agree.
I think this is both of our long-winded ways of saying is that we only have so much time here on Earth.
Yeah, and I do not want to spend it waiting in a waiting room. Shit is annoying.
All right, yeah. So, anything else? I know this was the clock segment. We kind of got off of clocks.
What do you prefer, a digital clock or an analog
Oh
clock?
man, my phone.
Your phone.
Yeah, is that a clock?
It wasn't a clock until what, like 2007?
No, you had a clock on your phone.
Yeah,
back in the
2000.
day.
Yeah.
Even the Nokia's had two things. You could three things. No, four things.
Yeah, snake.
Texting, calls, snake, and a clock.
Mm.
Yeah, and they sounded like that.
Yeah.
Nokia's. That's all.
Nokia. It's just like, what do they
That's
have
bringing
against
me back,
Kia?
man. You remember that? I used to hear that shit all the time. Actually, not all the time because nobody ever called me.
Oh. Oh, do you have an awesome?
I remember when I first got a cell phone. I was like, all right, now what do I do with this? Because it was like, do I try to? I gotta try to get people to text me now.
Yeah, was texting a thing when we had? It was like up and coming. It was like kind of like.
I must have been given off really pathetic vibes in high school because I worked at a GameStop at the time, and one time this like kind of like dumpy, trashy girl about my age came in and she asked for my phone number, and I was like, all right, okay, cool, all right, I'll start talking to some ladies. And then, even if they aren't the hottest people in the world, I wasn't the hottest dude in the world for sure.
Match made in heaven.
And so she started texting me, and then after like a few weeks, I realized that they were just doing it to make fun of me. Like she got my number so her and her friends could just like, I don't know, it was really bizarre. I still don't. It wasn't really to make fun of me because they I think she wanted to like lead me on for fun because she kept like making plans to like hang out and then would cancel them, and it was like, yeah, it was really bizarre. One of the most bizarre things anybody ever did to me.
Nah, she was probably very self-conscious about herself, and she probably did like you.
Yeah.
And that was just like a defense mechanism so she wouldn't get hurt.
That was a really weird situation.
Yeah. Yeah, girls do that shit, they'll act interested in you at first, kind of feel it out, and then if
they're figuring out the game still.
Yeah, and as a defense mechanism, they'll put you down, or they'll like make you seem like they're not interested.
We're living in a society.
Yeah, that's what they need to learn.
Yeah.
George Costanza was right about two things. We're living in a society, and women and children first is stupid.
Yeah, for real.
And also eating. Actually, no, I don't agree with him with eating out of the trash.
As you know, I'm kind of a gamer.
No, yeah, that's pretty gross.
Yeah, I'm
but
not. Oh, do you have the pro game remove one? Yeah, I get that. That's definitely on there. You should pull that down.
Mm-hmm.
And what we call a pro. I'm about to do what we call a pro game remove.
I'm gonna do what's called a pro gamer move.
Yes, you gotta get that one.
It's
yeah.
on here.
Yeah.
I'll favorite it.
I gotta do what's called. But yeah, so my point is, and I think your point as well, is that ladies, girls, women,
females.
hoes, they all like to play. Bitches. Oh, I didn't say that. They all like to play games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I know we were talking about clocks, but for some reason you wrote down tic-tac-toe under clocks, and what the hell? And it says and other games. What in the hell is tic-tac-toe? Inform us, Sancho.
It's the hugs and kisses game, where you
What's the hugs and kisses game?
where you have like a little hashtag, and then you put a hug in one slot, and then you put a kiss in another slot.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I thought that was tic-tac-toe.
You hang up that computer call. Come over here and kiss me on my hot mouth.
What the hell?
What? What the fuck is tic-tac-toe?
You wrote tic-tac-toe.
Oh.
Did you mean to write tic-tac-toe?
But TikTok isn't that like an app?
Yeah, it's like a Chinese surveillance app.
Oh.
It's like a way that you can like funnel the entire world's entertainment preferences to a single state government to do God knows what with.
Yeah, what do they do with that information?
Ain't good.
So it's like I like watching videos of people doing the Dougie. And
What's the Dougie again?
it's a dance move.
Is that when you betray an entire fan base with a season 3 of a long-awaited show and refuse to bring back a beloved character for 98% of the show?
Yes.
Is that the Dougie?
Yeah. It's also a dance move.
What is it?
Um,
Is it like the Carlton?
it's like the Carlton if it was in slow motion. So it's just like you kind of drag one leg slowly to the other leg.
Why is it called the Dougie?
I think it's because Douglas Fairbanks, he did his own stunts.
Who's Douglas Fairbanks?
Wasn't he the silent film action star?
Was he?
Yeah.
I know a lot about movies, and that's not ringing a bell with me. Is it a gap in my understanding?
He was in the movie Robin Hood, I believe.
Which one?
He was one of the artists that brought about United Artists.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Alongside Charlie Chaplin?
Yeah, which reminds I wonder if there was any worker in the Industrial Revolution that watched the movie Modern Times.
Well, it was much after the Industrial Revolution happened. But
It's about the Industrial Revolution.
To an extent, yes.
Decided
to an extent. It's like the main. Yeah. To an extent. Yeah.
Decided to go through like one of those conveyor belts into a bunch of gears, like Charlie Chaplin.
Maybe they would work better that way. If there's just like people inside the gears.
It looked like it. Like Charlie Chaplin did his thing. Like he tightened some bolts in there.
Yeah, maybe that would work better.
Yeah, it looked like he was in a giant clock.
You know how clock.
Yeah.
You know how like it's like there's like the joke. It's like, oh, it's a hamster running on a treadmill. That's what powers this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Why not? Let's put some people in on treadmills and power some shit.
That's like the.
I would love to drive a car powered by people inside the car running on treadmills.
That's
As long as those people were unionized and paid a fair wage.
What country are unionized people from?
The United States. The United States of America. So wait, did you actually mean to write tic-tac-toe, or did you mean to write tic-tac-toe? Clocks, tic-toc into tic-tac-toe.
Yeah, and
Is tic-tac-toe actually a thing?
TikTok? It should be a thing. It should be like
No, but is it? Or did
No.
you just make this up for this?
I made it up because I am a genius.
So what does "and other applicable games" mean? If this isn't a real thing, what does "and other applicable games" mean?
Well, here in the black hole, time's a construct. We live both in the past and in the future, and I'm talking in future sense here.
Okay, so hold on. I really want to break this down. So you came up with the concept of tic-tac-toe.
In the future, not yet, though.
Okay. And then in parentheses you wrote "and other applicable games."
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what makes tic-tac-toe an applicable game? And what could other games be applicable by the same metric? Because I really don't understand this note that you wrote down.
As you know, I'm kind of a gamer.
Yeah, I am kind of a gamer. Me and Vsauce.
Well, you know Candy Crush?
Oh, yeah.
Forget everything you know about Candy
Skip. But when does this
Okay.
game get fucking good?
Done.
All right.
What is it, like a match 2 game? Match 5? I don't know how many you match in it. I've forgotten.
It's like
Okay.
you match sweets with the current trends.
Okay. So this is not Candy Crush. This is a new applicable game.
I told you to. You shouldn't even know what Candy Crush is.
No, I forgot everything about it, but I still know of it.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Well, you are a good listener as well as a good thoughter.
Oh, thank you.
And what was your question again?
I'm wondering what makes tic-tac-toe an applicable game, and what other games could also be applicable. This is just a very strange note that you wrote down here, Sancho, and I'm trying to understand what it means.
Okay.
It's only a game. It's only a game.
Yeah.
Well, there will be a game
Okay.
called Tic-Tac-Toe.
That you're gonna invent in the future.
Yes.
Okay.
It'll be much like TikTok. You know TikTok?
Yeah, we are.
The Chinese spying thing.
Yes.
But this will be gamifying TikTok.
Oh, isn't it already gamified? Because it's like get
Even
impressions.
more so.
Oh, okay.
Where you have to match current trends in a row.
Oh.
And whatever has the most views, whatever current trend has the most view and is lined up in the current row, gets $1 million.
Wow. It's
free real estate.
It seems like I really understand this. I really understand this. That's what I like. The thing I like most about this game, Tic-Tac-Toe, that you've come up with, is just how much I understand it. Of putting trends in a row and then getting $1 million. I really understand how that works. That's what I like about it. That actually kind of reminds me. Do you remember when that like weird scammy quiz game that was like hosted live and everybody was what in the hell was up with that?
Yeah, that was some end of day shit.
And even if you won it, you would get like 9 cents because like 50,000
other
people would win it too. Yeah. Like, and people were like tuning in the millions to win like 9 cents. Mm-hmm. What the hell was that?
It was genius.
You know what's funny is I actually had a interview with that company.
What was it called? Quiznos?
It wasn't Quiznos. It wasn't Quizly either. I would know it if I heard it, but I don't remember what the name of it was. But basically, the tone of the interview. I'm not even kidding. This is what the interview was. It was a tech screening, and the tone of the interview was, our business model makes absolutely no sense, and we are hemorrhaging money. We are losing incredible amounts of money, and we need a tech team to build an app that actually does something because our platform makes no sense.
I thought they were trying to hire somebody.
Yeah, no, I know. That's what they were being forthcoming with. So imagine how shit things were behind the curtain there, because this was in the screening.
Yeah, they were like, they want to be like, we got all our ducks in a row. No, we got our shit together.
They tried a little bit. They're like, we have so many ideas, and we have such a big audience that we know we could do something big with it. We just don't know what it is, and we're losing a shit ton of money, and so we need to add engineers to build something that actually does something. And I'm like, okay.
So they wanted an engineer, but not only an engineer, they wanted somebody like a creative mind.
No, they wanted people on hand to actually be able to build the ideas that they had, because they built their entire thing with contractors, I guess, and they had no actual employees that could do any of their ideas. So they would have an idea of what else to add into the app, and they're like, all right, well, we don't have any engineers.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, we contracted a bunch of random people to build us a garbage live streaming quiz show.
So they were looking for like a god.
They were looking for somebody that could actually code their ideas and save their company.
Could have you done that, dude?
Yeah, probably. But I think they went out of business just like 2 months after I talked to that person. So,
do we have applause? Any applause soundbite? No.
God did.
God did have applause. That's true.
Yes.
But if I could travel back in time, I still would not. I would not have accepted that job, even if it went somewhere. So, not much. If I personally had a time machine, not much would be different. What would you? If you had a time machine? Oh,
What?
I just had a great idea for a movie recently, and it was about time travel.
You have like 5
No,
time travel movie ideas.
No. I had the time travel movie idea.
All right, hit us with it.
God.
All right, so
Rewind time.
it's a movie about.
Is Will Smith gonna be in it?
It's a movie about a guy.
That guy's Will Smith in my mind.
It's a movie about a guy that invents time travel, and he later comes to regret it. So he travels back in time to stop himself from inventing time travel. And so if he succeeds, then he would never have been able to go back in time to stop himself from preventing time travel. So it's like, it's about the paradox of time travel movies in and of itself. Because it's like, okay, how is he able to travel back in time to stop him from preventing time travel if he never invented time travel? But then you might say, oh, but if he never invented time travel, he would have no reason to go back in time to stop him from preventing time travel. And then it becomes really exhausting, and then everybody just goes and watches The Terminator instead. Because The Terminator is just like, don't worry about it.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, The Terminator's like, don't worry about it. Don't worry. I think that's a good approach to time travel in movies. It's just,
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Terminator got it right. It should have just stopped there. I have an idea for a time travel movie.
Oh.
A white guy goes back in time.
I'm in it. I'm into it.
And steals all of Michael Jackson's music.
Okay.
So he's just like, hey, I'm gonna make Thriller, the one of the biggest selling albums of all time.
Okay.
I'm gonna do the moonwalk awfully on live television. I'm a bleach my skin black.
Okay. I don't think that's how bleach works, but okay.
And I'm gonna.
It's a new product, black bleach.
Yeah, black bleach.
It makes things black instead of.
So he's gonna blacken his skin.
Okay.
And he's instead of straightening his hair, he gets nappy hair.
Okay.
And he just fucks an endless amount of women.
Okay, I don't know what that has to do with anything, but all right. Oh, because it's the opposite of Michael Jackson. He just fucks an endless amount of grown women. That is the opposite of Michael Jackson in every way.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Why does he have to travel back in time to do this?
Because Thriller already exists.
Oh, so it's like an alternate dimension making of the Thriller album documentary.
Yeah. Instead of Quincy Jones, he hires
Phil Spector.
Yeah, I was gonna say Michael McDonald, but
Who the hell's Michael McDonald?
a white guy.
Okay, a white guy that did what?
He was the lead singer of the Doobie Brothers.
Oh, was he actually?
Yeah.
I would have thought his last name was Doobie then. Shouldn't his last name be Doobie? He's the lead singer of the Doobie Brothers.
I think him and this other dude just like to smoke weed a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
That's really stupid.
You would think so, but they made some great music.
Did they?
They made some alright music.
Did they?
Yeah, they did.
Smoke weed every day.
Yeah, that's probably what they did.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, okay. Well, I know that I personally said that if I had a time travel machine, they should call them time travel machines, not time machines.
Yeah, because time machines are like
Clocks. Clocks are
Yeah.
time machines.
Yeah, fucking. See, this is why.
I hate capitalism.
Yeah. Our clocks should be named time machines, so they
should
sell
be.
more clocks. You know, people rely on their phones too much, and you'll like the other day I was relying on my phone for the weather, and I was just like, "Wow, it's 70 degrees out."
Yeah.
I walk outside, it's fucking cold.
Yeah.
Look at my phone again, it says Cupertino. I'm just like, what the fuck is Cupertino? I live in fucking New York.
So you just didn't set like your location correctly on your phone when you were looking at the weather. I mean, that's your fault.
Well,
You can just change it to your local.
I feel like my phone thinks it's a travel device, and I'm just like, no, you're a time machine. I hooked up my phone to my computer, and it was just like, you want to save it to your time machine,
That's true.
and I was just like,
That's true.
I don't know what this means, but hell yeah.
And I have 2 of everything. I clicked yes too, and now I have 2 of everything. I don't know what kind of time machine just makes 2 of everything, but Apple seems
It's
to
like
think
a photocopy.
Apple seems to think that's what time machines do, is they just make 2 of things.
We should overthrow Apple.
The war.
Yeah.
Okay, but let's be real. All right, so time, whatever we want to call it, time machine, time travel machine, Back to the Future car, DeLorean, whatever you want to call these things.
What's the lord?
I know I spoke earlier. About how things wouldn't change that much for me personally if I had a time machine, because I would not have taken that job. Even if things had gone differently with that company that I still don't remember the name of. I would know it if I heard it, but I don't remember the name of it. But there is one thing I would actually change about the past. And it actually has to do with season 1 of The Black Hole.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I think, I know that people were big fans of season 1.
Yeah,
They
just
thought it
chill
was
on the
real.
emails,
They
man.
thought it was... The 4 people in Vietnam they said it changed their life.
It also changed their gender for some reason.
Black holes are powerful things. But there is one aspect of season 1 of the Black Hole that I would like to at least address, maybe even apologize for. And I don't apologize often.
Oh, I think.
But it was pointed out to us that we potentially may have discussed a certain gaped asshole known as Goatsy just slightly too much.
What? What?
Yeah, Goatsy. Remember Goatsy?
So good and tasty.
You don't remember Goatsy?
Nah, that's
All right, let's bring up Goatsy.
that's falling on me.
All right. Well, I can't apologize for something if you don't even
It's on
remember.
the logo.
What? The logo.
Yeah, for the black hole.
What are you talking?
Goatsy
Goatsy.
is on the logo.
It's on the logo.
Yeah, it's got the hands opening the black hole.
That's our logo.
Right,
The hands
right. That's Goatsy.
ripping open the black hole.
Yeah, that's Goatsy.
What? I don't even know what. I'm confused. I'm sorry, folks. Season 1. Season 1 was a long time ago. Happy New Year, by the way.
You can't even get to it anymore. This website's down.
So I'm gonna pay you $100 to fuck off.
What?
To fuck off.
Goatsy.cx. It's got a Wikipedia page.
It does. Yeah, look, it's a... As of May 2022, the site currently redirects to a Seto Park domain page. It's gone.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
No, don't get Goatsy. He got Goatsy. He got
What that other
he got
device
Goatsy.
was
He's got
in there.
Goatsy. All right, we're gonna have to find. But you don't even remember what it is. We have to find it.
No, I'm assuming it's something. Whoa, okay. What's going on here? Oh my god. Oh my god.
Shit. Here we go again.
All right, hold on. We need to see. We need to see the thing we're apologizing about.
I'm seeing a lot of things. Oh my god.
Oh, that looks like us.
Yeah, that does look like us.
Man, am I gonna have to go to ImageFap? I really don't want to.
Well, we're essentially looking at it here. And I get the gist and the jizz.
I get the jizz. Oh, here we're gonna go in. Oh, I'm on private browsing mode.
Oh no, there's multiple pictures.
Oh,
Oh, this is actually breaking my mind here.
it's a whole series. We never saw this before.
I've never seen all these photos. Oh my god! See, that looks that just looks like a cow's vagina. Oh my
All right,
god!
hold on. We're here to apologize. We're here to apologize for our overemphasis of Goatsy in season 1. And
That's
in our doing
right.
so, we found we're not to advertise it or anything, but we found that there's actually a whole series of images related to Goatsy.cx that you can find on the not trashy at all website ImageFap.
Yeah. I think we have brought this up a couple of times in the first season, and but yes, I personally apologize for that because it is.
This one's not that bad.
It isn't that bad. That one, you know, if I was...
That one is
Oh.
horrendous.
That's worse than the original.
Oh my lord.
Oh my god, it's like a game.
Okay, that one's not that bad.
Yeah,
That
because
one's
you
not
can't
that
really
bad.
see
It's jammed.
the...
Ooh, it's a nice little donut.
It absolutely
Little
does.
Mid is
A little
enjoying
strawberry
this little...
donut.
Little stem.
What's going on with his butt
A little
cheeks?
too much.
It's like-
Yeah, they
it looks
they
like
kind of
he's got butt cheeks on his butt cheeks.
Yeah, it's like kind of like rosy cheek, like a cutesy little rosy cheek smiling. Whoa, that one is intense.
Whoa!
That's
With
it.
the-
Oh my god!
Remember when London 2012 almost did the logo piece? The London Olympics?
Oh yeah, it was like a goatsy, right? Oh.
Yeah!
Oh wow, wowie kazowie.
Oh my god, he has 2 in there.
Oh man, a black and a white one. See, he does not discriminate.
He does not discriminate. He's not
He's
discriminate.
he's very diverse. Oh.
I'm gonna go.
No.
Yeah.
I don't even see what the actual,
That looked like it was like dangerously inside him. Like it could have got lost in there.
the original Goatsy image isn't even in here. Oh, this is starting to gross me out.
Okay.
Oh,
there it is. There's.
Yeah, that's the OG.
Okay, I remember this now. Folks, I personally am very sorry that we brought this up a little.
I'm sorry that
One
we
too
found
many
this.
times.
I'm sorry that we found this photo gallery.
Yeah. Well, this. I guess season 2, bigger, better,
Worse.
Yeah. So from here on out, we're gonna try to. I'm getting a little sick to my stomach.
I am also getting sick to my stomach.
We're gonna try to diverge from
No more Goatsy content.
this. We're getting more views of his wiener though.
He has a very mediocre wiener.
Mediocre.
It kind of looks like mine.
Mediocre.
Too much information.
Okay.
It kind of looks like Doggy Boy J. I just want to say that Doggy Boy J's wiener is comparable to Goatsy's wiener. Not 100%, but it's in the same ballpark, I would say.
Ballpark.
The asshole, on the other hand, nowhere close.
Yeah, I think.
I
think
not-
your asshole's a little.
His donut ring is unbelievable.
That's a good term for it. It does kind of resemble a donut, a Krispy Kreme. So anyway, we're sorry for that, and we will strive to be better, and produce more family-friendly content from here on out. Oh, jeez. Okay.
All right. Okay. I think
that's over.
I think it's a good apology when you yourself are confronted with the
disgusted.
horrors of your past decisions. Mm-hmm. Oh my Lord in heaven, man. So if you've seen Goatsy before, you know he does like the horizontal stretch, but man, those vertical stretches are way worse.
Yeah.
It's like
the illegal thing I own. Do you want to?
it's like his entire crack is like blood, like just like a blood. I don't even know how to explain it. It's just like the Red Sea. I don't know.
It's very much so. It's okay. Well, we will digress from this topic.
All right, hopefully. I think that's the last time we're ever going to talk about Goatsy. I know we dwelled on it a little too much last season. We might be dwelling on it a little too much this season already.
Yeah,
but let's move on.
Here on out, done.
Yeah,
done.
No more Goatsy. Do not, no matter how curious you are, go on imagefap.com and look at goatsy.cx.
That actually made me have to go to the bathroom and pee. I'll be right back.
Oh no. Okay. While Sancho's in the bathroom,
speak amongst yourself.
we're gonna see what the internet has to say about time. You know, folks, we like to do these internet says about segments. Let's see what the internet says about time. All right, we're on Quora, the greatest website known to man.
There are consequences to saying the N-word.
Okay. All right, so Patrick Cole on Quora, what he has to say. Many people thinks that time. Okay, Patrick Cole on Quora says, many people thinks that time is a thing related to clock. Yeah, clock shows the real time, but according to me, time is managed by our feelings and psychological conditions. We feel time is slow when you wait, fast when you are late, short when you're happy, long when you're bored, endless when you're in pain, deadly when you're sad. Ha ha, so have a good time ahead. That's a pretty good answer.
What was that?
That's what Patrick Cole had to say about time.
I like his name, so therefore I like him.
Oh,
and
sorry,
I'll
not
trust him with my
Patrick.
children.
Not Patrick. Praddock.
Oh, in that case, fuck that guy.
Yeah. John Gear says, "What makes time time? Oh, I love it when you talk dirty that way. There are some very bright people who question whether time exists at all." Who are these very bright people? Giving those devils their due, what then are we talking about when we refer to time? Oh man, this guy really thinks he's...
That's pretty good.
This guy really thinks he's smart.
Tell him to bring out the whole ocean. Tell him to bring out the whole ocean.
Oh, here we go. Purnima Asakar. Purnima Asakar says, is answering the question, who is time? Which is a pretty interesting question. And here's what Purnima Asakar has to say about time. Time is gold opportunity for human. Time has a wing, which is always swinging. It is never lie. It is ever flying. It is so fast and never long last. It is unmatched, so nobody can catch. Once it'll fly away, you'll never get another chance to see its way. If it'll lost, you've to pay heavy cost. Beautiful.
Can you believe it, guys? Christmas.
Yeah.
Just a week away.
What else do people say about time? All right. I don't think the internet has very many interesting things to say about time.
Really? I would have thought they had an endless amount of things to say about time because the internet is a good time waster.
Oh, it's true.
It's a good time sucker. Much like the black hole, the internet sucks. Time. But the internet is an amazing place at the same time. As a terrifying place.
I like all these people that see a question on Quora that already has like 70 perfectly adequate answers to something like what is time, and is like, you know what? I should also answer this question with my own personal take on what time is, despite there already being like 70 answers. Yeah. Why do I waste all my time?
Quora.
Okay, let's see what Quora has to say about why I waste time.
What's it say?
Well, Cheyenne Podar has to say, you waste time because of either two reasons. Either you lack focus or you fear the amount of work that needs to be done. In the first case, you are aimless and goalless and instantaneously react to whatever happens in your life or the events that occur to you. In the second case, you know it needs to be done, but the sheer amount of time that you have wasted has piled up a lot of work, and now you're afraid to do so much of work. Yeah, it's okay, sure, yeah.
I mean, it's all right.
A photo of a sad kid at the end of it.
Isn't there all?
Oh wow, this guy made a whole list of things that are wastes of time. According to Chris Frailer, all of the former rideshare at Uber, he's a former Uber driver, I guess. He has this. This guy's 83 million people have read this fella's answers.
Wow, that's
right.
like half of the.
This is Chris Frailer.
Population of the world.
Yeah, well, not quite. This is Chris Frailer's list of things that are wastes of time: people pleasing, gossip, toxic relationships, fast food as a waste of time. That doesn't make a lot of sense. It's fast. It's right in the.
Yeah.
It may be quick, and some even say it tastes good. But with age and consumption, you will quickly find out why the quote-unquote convenience of it is a waste of time, health. That makes no sense to me.
Well, you could be losing years off your life by constantly eating.
It's not what he wrote.
Big Macs.
No, he wrote that the convenience of it is a waste of time.
The convenience of it?
Because it hurts your health. I don't think his logic is very sound there.
I think he means that. Like,
rumination. Wait, rumination is a waste of time?
Like reflecting on shit.
I guess if you're like doing it too much. Careers is a waste of time? Who is this guy?
Doesn't that... What?
I'm speaking of the ones that consume your life. I get we need doctors, attorneys, engineers, but to me, living to work is not my ideal life. Well, yeah, but that doesn't mean a career is a waste of time, you idiot.
Yeah.
Opinions? Opinions are a waste of time?
But everybody has opinions.
This is very hard. Education? What is this guy talking about? Okay, social media. Back to the realm of sensibility.
Yeah.
Man, so this is just an anti-educational rant. Don't worry about a career or having good opinions. Oh my god, dude! You know what the fucking most?
There seems to be no sign of intelligence.
Yeah, you know what I think the most annoying thing is when this like anti-intellectual just like approach to a topic of being like everyone's on equal footing on every topic. That doesn't even make sense.
No.
Like this idea that opinions like can't have value because everyone's is equal. It makes no sense. It's like okay, so don't go see your doctor then. Go see your friend and however they want to treat your cancer, do that.
Yeah. So
like what the hell is this anti-fucking intellectual? All right, let's read it. According to Chris Frailer, former rideshare at Uber, he got fired from Uber. Probably not. He probably just stopped driving. Let's see why he thinks opinions are a waste of time. This is very hard, I know. I struggle with it. But if you can come to terms with not giving a flying shit what someone thinks about you, well, life will be so much better. Not everyone will like us. Be okay with it. Be you, do you, and be kind to others. That's another dumb fucking thing.
He's too dangerous to be left alive.
That's another dumb thing that I hear people say is like, don't worry about what other people think of you. Like, never? Like, just don't worry about the fact that we have organized ourselves into social systems and that we hold each other to certain levels of accountability on how, like, we should behave. Like, just ignore that whole aspect.
Yeah, right. So if Goatsy just like walked into the room and did his thing, we should just ignore it.
No more Goatsy. We promise.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, but like this kind of pertains to what we're talking about here.
Dude, this guy is such a pretentious idiot. Okay.
Well, what else does he say is a waste of time?
Social media I agree with. Education is insane.
Industrial society and its future. Industrial system.
Drinking is a waste of time. Okay, I disagree, but I'll give you that. Dude, giving advice. He wrote giving advice is a waste of time.
So that would just pretty much be like the Black Hole podcast is a waste of time because we are huge on giving advice.
Friend groups are wastes of time. Dude, this guy is a fucking idiot. Dude, he's just like an incel who has no friends, sitting alone, trying to like convince everybody. Okay, hate is obviously a waste of time. Forgiveness is a waste of time.
How can you ever be human? You know, he's like pretty much being like, just die.
Okay, what's the bottom line? Bottom line, we will waste years of our life worrying about shit that doesn't matter. Yeah, like friend groups, education, and having opinions. None of those things matter. Years in relationships, and years chasing something that we think will make us feel better, only to end up at the end of our road saying, what the fuck? What's not a waste of time is self-awareness. Gain it, and you won't waste any of the 15 points above. Man, Quora is a fucking shithole.
I like this picture of the sad kid, though. There's a picture of a sad kid sitting on a bench. It's in black and white. Artfully done.
That is some of the most fucking pseudo-intellectual, pretentious shit I have ever read. I just love this idea that like having opinions is a waste of time. It's like yes, there is nothing to be gained in the mutual discussion of opposing viewpoints to reach further understanding of a topic. That is a waste of time. Dude. According to Chris Frailer, that's a waste of time.
As a thought expert, I take much offense to that because most of my thoughts are opinions.
I take Professor Umbrage to that. A little Harry Potter reference for you J.K. Rowling fans out there.
I'm not.
Well, all right. Well, I mean, okay. So what does the internet has to say about time? Nothing of value.
No, much like the internet has to say about everything, really.
Well,
in our past searches, we've come to cul-de-sacs that.
We had that one guy talk about how he likes cemeteries a lot. That was a good one.
I wish I could recall that.
Yeah, he did the whole Berserk thing to it.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so none of this really matters because we're in the end times. The world is definitely ending within the next 20 years.
Who knew? The evangelicals were right.
The world is 100% ending in the next 2 years. We have
nuclear bombs.
Why not at this point?
That's the Second Amendment.
Let's just be accelerationists. Legalize, yes. Let's go the Tim Pool route. Every private citizen should have a nuclear weapon.
Yeah, and javelin missile rocket launchers.
And javelin missile rocket launchers.
We should have everything that the Army has.
Everything that Metal Gear Solid warned us about. Everything that Metal Gear Solid warned us about, let's just make it a reality. We're in the end times, so there's not even really a whole lot else to talk about. It's the end of time, the end of all times. Humanity's not going to make it to 2050. The internet put us all on equal footing, so the guy that thinks the Earth is flat is as valid as
Joe Biden.
is as valid as Joe
Biden.
As valid as Joe Biden.
Even though we are in the second season, going back to what we were saying before,
and we're in the end times.
Third time's a charm. By that time,
we try to put out season 3 before the end of the world.
Yeah, or after.
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.
Yeah, or after. Yeah, imagine if like we're the one podcast that survives the end times. So the only people anybody has to listen to is us.
Macaroni.
And we're just talking about Goatsy.
Chicken
That's it.
strips.
All the world gets is Goatsy talk. All right, yeah, thank you for that. I forgot we're not supposed to bring up Goatsy anymore.
I'm about to end this man's whole career.
Well, thanks for listening.
Yep. Episode 1, Season 2. Tune in next week for the second episode where...
Of Season 2.
Yeah.
It's still going to be Season 2 next episode.
Will it?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we learned a lot about time, and I hope you will choose your time wisely.
And
or
then unlearned it on Quora.
Oh yeah. I'm at a negative brain cell count now. All right, folks.
Good night.
Is that an hour? Did we do an hour?
I think we did more than an hour.
Really?